What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and today I've got a story time for y'all that I think you guys are going to really enjoy. It's about this dude's stepbrother that ended up destroying his entire setup, but it's way more embarrassing than you would even expect, if that's possible. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it, but press the like button or no joke, no scam, your mom's a hoe, and let's go.
Nice rack and her ass Brazilian. Just turned 21, but my bank's a million.
Alright, so this guy was hanging out at home, and his parents had gone on vacation and left him and his stepbrother home alone, which usually is pretty sick. You know, you kind of just get to do whatever you want, you can play video games as much as you want, and that's kind of what him and his stepbrother were up to. They hadn't seen each other very much since their parents went out of town because they were both just kind of like in their rooms playing video games, hanging out, sometimes seeing each other in the kitchen to like warm up the microwave food they were eating, but they were just kind of living the lives most of us do when you're a kid and your parents go out of town, you know? And all in all, everything was pretty calm. Of course, when you're both gaming, every now and then you're going to get mad at the game and yell at it, but it wasn't like anyone was like breaking anything or raging or taking things too far. But on the third night that his parents are out of town, the subscriber that sent this in to me was sleeping. It's like 3:44 in the morning, and suddenly he wakes up because he hears his brother screaming at the video game. And their rooms are on opposite ends of the house, and he really didn't hear him yelling a whole lot, so he knows kind of like right away that his brother has to be really screaming. And even though he's just woken up, it wakes him up right away because he's like, oh my god, did someone break into the house? Like, is something happening to my brother? Like, that is how loud his brother is screaming, that his first thought is that someone broke into the house or something. So he gets out of bed and he starts to like go across the house, but as he's running across the house, he realizes that if somebody really is in the house attacking his brother, just running in there is not the best idea. So he starts to like, you know, go down the hallways very slowly, as strategically as possible, doing his best to like get into this position where he can see what's happening to his brother. And the door is closed when he gets to the hallway, but he can hear just chaos in his brother's room. It sounds like stuff's being smashed. It sounds like stuff's being pulled off the desk. And once again, his thought is like, oh my gosh, somebody is in there fighting my brother. Like, I have to get in there and help him. So he swings open the door and he's like, what's going on in here? And he's really confused because the room is empty. It's not like there's a burglar and his brother tussling, trying to, you know, like Mission Impossible fight sequence their way out of the room or anything. It's just his brother standing there, except like, you know, he's standing there in the remains of what used to be on his desk, bro. Like, I will say the monitor managed to survive this rage, but the keyboard had been like wiped off the desk. He had pushed his PC off the desk, which definitely is worse than the monitor. You know, if I had to pick something to punch in a moment, you shouldn't punch any of your stuff, right? But if you have to pick between the computer and the monitor, okay, I feel like that should be a simpler choice. I guess in his brother's rage, he had just decided that shoving the PC off the desk would be easier. So obviously, he's like, what is happening right now, dude? And his brother's like, you don't understand, man. This game is stupid. I don't even know why people play it. How could anyone like playing this game? This is so dumb. And he's like, bro, just calm down, calm down, calm down. Like, you destroyed your room, like, calm down. And his brother finally, after being told to calm down a bit, calms down a little. Like, he's still very upset, but he's a little bit calmer. And he's like, all right, well, what happened? And he goes, all right, so I was playing this game and I just could not win, dude. I'd been playing it all day. I've like stayed up all night playing it. No matter how much I try to win, I just can't win. And these kids were talking trash, dude. And I couldn't take it. I got mad and I freaked out and did like, I'm sorry, you know, obviously I took it too far. But I'm telling you, man, this game, dude, like, it's insane how rage-inducing it is. This is nuts. And this guy and his stepbrother are kind of close, but, like, he's aware of the fact that his stepbrother kind of has some anger issues, just gets too mad about stupid stuff sometimes. But, you know, he's like, all right, destroying your room over a video game isn't the best decision. But what game were you playing, man? Like, what game are you playing where it's making you this mad? Because everybody's gotten mad at a video game before, right? Like, if you've played video games, it happens. But, you know, what game are you playing that gets you to the point where like you can't win and you have to start destroying everything? You know, I think you might have a problem with losing if you have to break stuff because you lose a video game. And his stepbrother's like, I don't want to tell you what game it was, you know, I just don't really feel like telling you. And he's like, no man, come on, tell me, like, what game is it? Trust me, you know, I play video games too, like, I'll probably understand, but maybe just avoid playing it. And his stepbrother's like, you promise you're not gonna make fun of me if you tell me what, if I tell you what game it is? Like, you have to promise that you're not not gonna make fun of me if I tell you what game I was playing when this happened. And he's like, okay, I'm not gonna make you any promises, but I promise I'll try my best to understand, right? Which is very important wording, because you're not saying you're not gonna make fun of him if it's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard. You're just saying you're going to try not to make fun of him. That leaves the possibility of failing open. You know, if it really doesn't go too well, you have the ability to be like, actually, no. And his stepbrother's like, fine, dude, I'll tell you, but I'm kind of embarrassed. Like, I already know it was silly. All right, guys, I'm going to interrupt the video for just 1 second. If you take a look at your screen, you'll see a gift card code. For those of you that don't know, I give one away in every video. So subscribe and turn on those notifications and press the like button or your mom's a hoe. And let's get back to the video. Thanks. All right, man. So I know it's kind of past its prime, but I was playing Fall Guys, and he can't help but laugh. And his stepbrother's like, dude, you promised you weren't going to make fun of me. He's like, man, I'm not trying to make fun of you. You just have to understand that you just told me that you destroyed your entire gaming setup over Fall Guys in 2021. And listen, I'm not going to hate anyone that plays Fall Guys, alright? Play whatever you want to play. It shouldn't matter what anyone thinks. That being said, playing Fall Guys competitively in 2021, unless you're like already pro, kind of weird, dude. You know, like to just be casually playing and not be able to win a game and destroy your setup over that game is one of the weirder things I've heard, right? This is the equivalent of someone getting rage at Animal Crossing and like destroying their Nintendo Switch. I mean, sure, I guess I could understand how you'd get mad, but like, how do you get that mad at that game? It's not like it's a situation where he's in Valorant and for 45 minutes he just has to listen to somebody like make fun of him and tell him how garbage he is and he just doesn't know there's a mute button or something. But like Fall Guys out of everything, dude. Or imagine letting people talk trash to you in Fall Guys and then destroying your room in response. That's not gonna teach them a lesson, dude. Like, oh, stop calling me bad at Fall Guys or I'm gonna break my computer. They're like, okay, man. All right. I mean, I guess. If anything, if I was on the other end of that, I'd be like, you're gonna break your computer over Fall Guys, LMAO, and then like that player disconnected, you know? And his brother is like, dude, if you don't get out of my room right now, I'm gonna break your setup next. And he's like, all right, dude, I make sure I'll go get on my computer and uninstall Fall Guys. And he laughs a little bit and he's leaving. And his stepbrother's like, ugh! And as he's leaving, he closes the door behind him and like something heavy hits the door. And he hears like the door kind of make a wood crunching sound. And he opens it back up, and his brother had this pool ball on the shelf. And as he was walking out of the room, he had taken the pool ball and thrown at him, and he had just closed the door. But like, he had thrown that pool ball hard enough that it had gone into the door. It didn't go all the way through, but you know how those interior doors are kind of hollow? It was literally like embedded in the door, half of the pool ball. And at that point, he's like, all right, this guy is so mad at Fall Guys that he was about to kill me, dude. I don't necessarily know that, like, I should be around this dude if he's going to be playing video games that might make him mad anymore. So whatever, he just kind of goes back to the room, and for the rest of his parents' vacation, he just avoids his brother at pretty much all costs, which is probably the best way to go about it, you know, if he's throwing pool balls at you and, like, trying to get mad at you because he broke his video games. So his parents come home, and they go into his brother's room, and they're immediately like, oh my god, what happened? And his stepbrother starts trying to spin this story about how, like, he had gone into his room when his stepbrother was sleeping and destroyed his computer because he had, like, not cooked him Hot Pockets. And obviously the subscriber is like, yeah, that's definitely not what happened. He got mad at Fall Guys and like destroyed his computer. And what ended up unraveling the stepbrother's entire story is he couldn't handle his brother being like, no, you just got mad at Fall Guys like a little baby and broke your stuff. And eventually when they were like kind of arguing about it, he snapped and he's like, I'm not a baby. You don't understand. You weren't there. You didn't hear how they were trash talking me. And his parents were there and they're like, wait, what do you mean? And obviously at that point it kind of unraveled and it backfires on him because now not only are you in trouble for destroying your entire gaming setup and like, you know, his parents basically limited his video game time quite a bit, but on top of that, now you're in trouble for like trying to pin this entire thing on your brother when you destroyed the setup the entire time. I don't really understand people who can like, you know, listen, everybody's gotten mad at a video game, but like, it's not worth throwing a pool ball at your brother's head, bro. I really can promise you that. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate you taking a second to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought. I would really, really appreciate it. If you really want to help me out, I'll put a link to the intro song in the description along with a link to my podcast, The Scuffed Cast. And if you really want to help me out more, you can use code SCRUBBY at the G Fuel checkout. Great way to get a discount on G Fuel and help me out. I'd appreciate it. And last but certainly not least, I've got 2 more things I've got to shout out. Number 1, I went ahead and put some of my story times up on Spotify so you guys can listen to those offline or, without gameplay, whatever you prefer. That link's going to be down below. Check it out. And on top of that, I've got to tell you guys about the Karen Christmas sweater. My goodness, it's on screen now, and it might actually be the coolest merch to ever exist in the history of the planet. So you should do yourself a favor, scroll down, go to the top link in the description, click it, and get yourself some. I'd appreciate that too. And yeah, on that note, guys, that'll officially do it. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I will see each and every single one of you guys next time with another video. I'm out. Peace.